All right, last time we had about 35 codes, and then I was able to reduce it to about like 25 or something like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and do all the modules and see what it comes up with, and then I'll try to go directly to the airbag module and clear any codes. Okay, check out the codes. I don't know, what is that? Over 20 codes here, but the only ones I'm really worried about right now are the SRS codes. Okay, these are permanent codes, so basically they're not going to go away until the problem is fixed. So I understand these two here. These are open or increased resistance on the inflator bag. So we have actually two inflators right here, two connectors, and of course they're open, so they're going to have increased resistance. And the lost communication on the wheel speed sensor, so I'm not sure where this is coming from. So we still have a lot of broken wires up front, and that might be where it's coming from. So there's really nothing I could do right now to erase anything. So because these are permanent errors, they're just going to be there until they're fixed. Alright guys, we're in the car and I think it'll start. I even have the garage door open, but I'm still getting a ton of errors and I don't even know what that thing is. That's like just a bunch of letters and stuff just combobulated into one weird sign. Okay, here's my scanner, and I have the airbag module, I have the ABS module disconnected, so I'm going to have a few more codes at the moment. But I'm just concerned about the engine. Well guys, I'm still getting some problems with the throttle position sensor. So I can try to delete the codes, but as far as I know, the permanent codes are not going to go away until it's fixed. We still have a problem, so I don't know. Oh, never mind. I forgot to plug it in, guys. All right, we're good. I think we're good there. All right, good. That was it, guys. The throttle position sensor is no longer a factor here, but let me give it a start, guys. Here it goes. First start. Hopefully. No dice. Nothing. Well, we made some progress, and my beard is getting longer, but that's all we got. I don't know what to say. So here's my wire harness, guys. There are 4 wires that are broken, and I don't have my schematics with me right now, so maybe I'll go back and look at it. But we have a dark blue, a light blue, a pink, and a purple. So I'm assuming those are for communication. All right, guys, here are the wire crimps that I made. So I stripped out the plastic, and here's my soldering iron. So let's get this in there. Here's my soldering job. I understand it doesn't look good, and the harness still looks like crap. I get it. Okay, but I think the car is going to start today, so that's really what I wanted to see. All right, we got some good news here, guys. We got the P, which is the parking indicator. That's now no longer scrambled, so that's good. I do want to tell you guys I do have the airbag on order, but unfortunately it took them like a week just to put it in the mail. We only have 2 on the engine now. That's a whole lot better. I think this is the throttle body, guys. I'll research that. ETCS. They keep changing the name of this stuff. Like everybody calls it a little bit different, but yeah. All right. So, well, guys, I'm gonna see if it starts. What do you guys think? Should I give it a shot? There it is. First start, guys. Woohoo! me try the horn. Oh, horn doesn't work. EPS, that's the power steering, huh? Alright guys, that's pretty good. Finally, she started, guys. She started, woo! Alright guys, I got the garage open right now. I don't want to get too crazy. But, oh yeah, there's a lot of smoke coming off the engine right now. It's probably a lot of that grease and oil just burning off right now. Hey guys, it's been about a week since I've been here working on the Honda. My beard's getting a little bit longer. And I've been waiting for the Mitchell manuals, which I have a subscription to online. For some reason, the website was down for about a week, and there wasn't really anything I could do. There wasn't anybody I can contact, or no, none of that stuff. But finally, the website became available, and I went online to check my information. The information that I wanted isn't really there. So they have schematics, but it's only for one model, and I'm not really sure what model it is. And then I went to look at the repair information for the TSPs or TSBs, whatever it is, and it didn't match the pinout information that was in another section. So guys, I'm really wasting my time here. I'm really trying to research and do the right thing by troubleshooting, and that's kind of like my roots. I did a lot of troubleshooting and reading schematics and following lines and all that stuff to really dig down and fix electronics down to the component level. That's what I did in the Air Force. But for this car, I'm stuck. I'm as limited as the resources that are available to me. So I think I just have to bite the bullet, guys, and just start throwing parts at it, unfortunately. Here is the $400 wire harness. This is the cabin wire harness. So it is in the engine bay, but it doesn't connect directly to the engine. So they're all a little bit different. The different models, like the 1.5 turbo and all that stuff, they all have different wire harnesses. But this is the 32200 TBA A022, and this is the only one that has the ABS module connector. Oh man, it comes with everything, doesn't it? Oh, nice. We're still looking for that ABS connector, guys. Still looking for it. Come on. Nice. Here we are, guys. Yes. Brand new ABS connector. Excellent condition. And we even got this one too, which I needed. I didn't know it came with this, so that's an extra bonus right there. Man, look at all that. So this is about $450 total. And it looks like this is going to take care of most of my problem. Here I am now with the car, and I have a lot of tearing out to do. Like I say, I got the fuse box, I got this alternate connection box to tear out, and all the associated connectors. Wow. Well guys, let's get busy. It's been about 2 hours now, and I'm still working at it. At first, it was kind of fun and easy when I was working in this section. Everything came apart pretty easy, and there's this junction box here, and everything is okay here, but then it got difficult behind the ABS module. All of this is behind the ABS module, and I even cut some of it just to get it out, so it's still hanging up here. Here's the last part, guys. See if I can get it out. Well, shoot. This is what I'm talking about. Same thing happened on the other side. So I got the brake line sitting over my wire harness. Oh boy. Now it's completely out. Everything is over here, and here we go, guys. Now we have this beautiful specimen ready to install. I removed this bracket from the ABS module, and that definitely cleared up some space. And I probably should have done this originally when I removed the first wire harness. Good news, the wire harness is completely installed, even on the inside of the car. So I think we're ready for a test. But I do want to show you guys, look how cheap these connectors are here. I mean, the connectors are good. The wire harness is okay, but the way that they put these together is not really good. If I was a manufacturer, what I would want is this completely straight and then like a zip tie or some tape around this. I think that was the intention of the manufacturer of the connector, but this is not at all, you know, supported. I mean, it's gonna, electrically it's probably okay, but I just don't have the, you know, the space on these wires to make this straight and secure it. So, but that's the way the original was as well. But anyway, let me get the battery in and we'll do some tests. Unfortunately, nothing really improved when we changed the wire harness, but we did fix the wire harness itself. Good news, guys, this is going to be kind of confusing, but this is my original throttle body, and the throttle body I received from eBay was good, but what happened was I moved the throttle position sensor over to my throttle body because I wanted the newer look, the clean look. See, this is all clean and everything. However, I just learned that my throttle body is also broken. It wasn't just the sensor, it's also the throttle body. So once I put the throttle position sensor and throttle body from eBay back together, everything started working. So that's good. Now I have everything together here. All the sensors are in place, the lines are in place. So it was running before, but it was kind of like in a limp mode. Yeah, here we are, guys. The engine has no codes with the new throttle position sensor and the throttle body all connected together. So I'm going to give it a start and I'm going to see if it responds with any throttle. She's running a little rough. Alright, she's definitely running better. She's responding to my foot, so that's good. Alright, it's doing that all on its own, guys. I'm not doing that. Good news, guys. The hood is on and it's looking pretty good. It's still loose and I have to make some adjustments and stuff, but overall I think it looks great. The hood, or the color, matches really good, and it's not latched yet, so all the gaps are going to shrink and everything. So but that was the one of two projects I wanted to do today, and the other one is this kind of dumb, I think they call it a resonator, or just an air cavity for the intake. Honda definitely did it with this one, guys. I'm still stuck with this chamber or plenum, and I can't get it out. So I've been working with this thing for like an hour, trying to lower the subframe, but then the brake lines get in the way. And over here on the opposite side of the car, we have the muffler hanger. So if I lower the subframe anymore, it's gonna hit the hanger. I wish I had that cold air intake now. You guys tell me, please, if you guys know how to get this plenum out, please let me know, because I'm like destroying this car just to save a piece of plastic. It's totally dumb. Well, I'm done with it. You see I already started hammering it. There it is. Finally. I just put transmission fluid in the top, and now it's coming right out the bottom. So I got to get in there and see what's going on. Probably the seal from that CV axle is bad. That's like $10 a quart for the oil. The axle isn't in all the way. Pretty simple fix, or pretty simple mistake, but the problem is why? Why is there so much play in this axle that when I have everything buttoned up, the engine's mounted up correctly, the subframe is attached, everything's here, that there's so much play in this axle that it can just pop out and leak all over the ground? So that's not good. In my opinion, that's not a good design. It doesn't take much to hold it in place so that it's, you know, I'm sure it's going to be okay. There's other cars on the road and everything, but I'm just not liking this. You know, it's been a while since I worked on a Honda, and I skipped a couple generations and stuff, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking some of the Kia designs are a little better than this. Also, when you change the axle on most cars, there's like a physical stop, so that when you want to change the axle, you can actually pull on the axle and it's not going to separate. There's like a mechanical stop within the axle that doesn't allow it to separate. With these, there is no mechanical stop. So you can pull it out and then you'll actually destroy your boot. So it makes it a little bit more difficult when changing the axle because you have to get in there with a pry bar. But I think more concerning is that just this axle can just pop out if it's not locked in there at any time. I got the axle in okay, and the way I did it was I pushed on it. I took this, like, the slack out of it, and then I hit it with my hammer down here. I just tapped it, and it seems to be in. In the end, I didn't lose too much oil. I only lost roughly a quart. With the transmission fluid in, the car is actually ready to drive right now. Not all error codes have been fixed, and not all problems have been fixed. And of course, it's incomplete, physically incomplete, but it's ready to drive. I can put the wheels on and go for a drive around the block. So I'm just gonna have a little fun, and I'm gonna start the engine and see what happens. Here it is, guys. It's almost done. You can see here on the wall, we still have some lower panels to put on, but it's on the ground. The bumper's on, the hood's on. My gaps are pretty bad still. I still have to adjust this. I have to hollow out the hood hinges a little bit, and move this back a little bit, and that's gonna open this up a little bit because it's too close. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the car out, and my mom's gonna join me for the first ride. Man, those headlights are bright. I also got the sequential turn signals on the front, so that's cool. It looks kind of boring though up front, doesn't it? It just looks too OEM.
Hi. This is a big day.
All right, guys, we're gonna go for our first drive. I already have it out of the garage, and it drives, it runs. Right on, here we go.
Woot, woot.
Oh man, this car is so quiet.
It is quiet.
No cars. We have low tire pressure. among other issues. But we're just gonna go around the block. I'm not even wearing my seatbelt right now. Nice, feels good.
Wow.
Steering wheel is still straight.
Wow.
I'm gonna turn. Ooh, brakes are touchy. Ah, it's a dead end.
Yeah. What's that? Door open?
It's telling me to fasten my seatbelt.
Oh.
Look at that trailer. It's pretty nice.
know. They're back.
Oh, did they just leave?
Well, they were here last year.
Oh, they're like kind of like snowbirds.
Yeah, probably.
Auto high beam problem. All kinds of problems.
I can't believe it that we're in this car. Look at
Yeah.
the car.
It's always cool, isn't it? When you go for a drive for the first time, it's like
Yes.
it's like a baby being born or something.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining me on the first ride, and we'll talk to you later.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So excited.
Hey guys, I'm in the 2021 Honda Civic, and it's now mid-June, and I'm still working on it. I haven't been working on it all the time. I've been working on my Elantra GT and my truck, and also rental properties and stuff. But the car is almost done, but it's doing this weird thing where like every error code is on in the car, and then as soon as you drive it, all the codes go away. So you can see brake system problem, all these error codes are on, check engine, TPMS, brake hold, you know, just about everything is on at the same time. And I think what's happening is like the alternator just isn't working or something. The charge is low. It's done this several times, and as soon as I go for a drive, all those problems go away. Maybe there's a wheel sensor or something like that. It can't pick up, so then it just throws all these codes into whack. Or maybe the alternator isn't kicking out enough voltage until you go drive, and then it starts communicating with all the modules correctly. So I'm not sure what's happening. I don't feel like selling it like this. But at the same time, like if I drive this on a normal basis, like every single day, I don't get any error codes. The car's been sitting in the garage for about 2 weeks, and now all the error codes are back. So it's hard to say. You know, it's really hard to fix something when nothing's broke or it's intermittent. So I don't know. I'll try to get some expert help. Maybe I need some opinions. If you guys have any ideas of what is causing this, please let me know. Also, you can see I need to clean the car a little bit. This is originally from the mechanic who towed the car, because it was like that when we got it. But besides that, it's pretty clean. It's pretty much ready to sell. Besides the electrical issues, I'm still having some issues with body gaps, and it's really right here on the sides. You can see right here, I have this one pushed in as far as it'll go, and I still have a big gap. When it got hit, the radiator support pushed it out on both sides, and now those supports are too far out, and the only way to really bring it in is to get some body clamps on each side and, you know, and force them in. Besides that, I could possibly hollow out the fender a little bit more and bring it in on both sides. Well, that's all I got for now, guys. But I will say that we were adding everything up for the cost of the car, and we're only going to make about $3,000 on the car. And if you consider all the time we spent and all the effort that we put into it, again, I would say it's another loss. So after I get rid of all these cars and everything, I think we're going to jump back into real estate. We still have the Kia Seltos over here, and I'm still working on my Hyundai Elantra GT, which is like a station wagon. I know I'm making money on these cars, but it's more about trying to get the most amount of money or profit for my time. And for the amount of time spent on these cars, Like if I was involved in real estate, I could have another house that's making me money every month, like $400, $500, $1,000 every single month in passive income. Whereas these, I could spend months on a car and only get $3,000, but to make that money again, I have to get another car. I have to work hard and work in the garage in the cold weather and the hot weather and all that stuff. So that's why we're going to try to switch back to real estate. But it's always fun to work on cars. I just have to tone it down a little bit, have one car as a project instead of like all of these. As a quick review, guys, I do want to tell you I'm not liking the Honda Civic as much as I thought I would. It's a bigger car, it is quiet, and it's comfortable. But one thing I don't like is that whoever sits in the passenger seat, it's like you're treated with disrespect or something, because the seat is actually so low, you're like this riding down the street. You feel like a little kid, and like your dad or your mom is giving you a ride to the store. Besides that, it is getting good gas mileage and it's performing well. So just like typical Honda, you want to buy it for the engine and the transmission, and of course those are operating very well. But this base model LX just doesn't seem like it's my cup of tea. But thanks for watching, guys. Take care.